Okay, guys. Good. 4. So we're in a stability ball workout, and part of it wasn't filmed. 4, 3, 2 more times. Keep your torso upright. Just hinge from your hips. 1. Take a little break. Adjust yourself. Don't get too cocky, but if you think you can put less of your foot on the ball, feel free to do that, okay? Let's try this again and get a little deeper into reach. So go down a little bit lower and come back up. Check out the standing leg. The knee is bent and you're driving through that heel just like you would on a stable surface. And again, some of you watching this or doing this at home are not using stability balls today. So you're going to get the same workout, just different. 3, 2, one more time, 1, and we come on back up. All right, let's go back onto our knees and either do some crunches, sit-ups, or rollouts. So the ball comes close to you if you're on the ball, fingertips on the ball, extend the ball out, roll through, and come back up. Do not collapse into your spine. So you should look nice and strong, head to tailbone. 2, all the way in. 3, so I'm not collapsing through my middle back. 4, again, you're gonna feel these tomorrow. 5, we're only doing 8 of these, but we're gonna hold the last one out. So if you're in a crunch, you do little pulses. If you're in a push-up, you do little pulses. You've got one more of these. Now stay in your out position, and then draw that ball inward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little child's pose stretch. Good. And then come on back up. All right, everybody, grab your weights, heavy weights. Have a seat on the ball or on a chair. Or if you choose, you can stand up and you don't have to worry about having anything with you. All right, we're going to do some bent over rows. So we're going to sit, if you're on the ball, sit towards the front of it so that you don't hit the ball with your weights too much. And grab your heavy set of weights. Now, if you're sitting down, I want you to keep your torso connected to your thighs. If you're standing up, just make sure your body is parallel to the floor. Your torso is parallel to the floor. All right, so pick up those weights. Relax your shoulders. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. We go 15. 14, 13, 12, stay connected, 11, good, 10, 9, so watch your traps, don't lift them up, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, one more time, 1, good, put those weights down, give yourself a little stretch. We're going to do rear delts. Same idea. Chest is connected to your thighs if you're sitting. If you're standing, your body is parallel, or your torso is parallel to the front edge of your, or the floor, excuse me. All right? So rear delts, stay connected. Go to a lighter weight if you need to. In 3, 2, go. 1. We have 15 of these. 2, 3, 4, get your chest down. Everybody, 5, relax those shoulders back. 6, make sure you're not trapping up in your neck. 7, 8, 9, 10, you got 5 more of these. 5, 4, 3, last 2. 2, and 1, good. All right, put down your weights. Stay on your ball or go down to the floor. We're going to do some crunches. So on the ball, you're going to just move a little forward. On the floor, you can have your legs in the air or on the floor. All right? Hands behind your head, lay back. Keep your chin off your collarbone so there's a little space between your chin and your collarbone for your fist. All right, we're going to do 25. Let's go. Crunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, breathe. 5, don't worry, you get to do these again. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, good. 2, 2, 3, good. 4, don't pull your neck. 5, don't forget to breathe. 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. 1, good. Sit back, push your legs straight, and just fold over your legs either way, on the floor or not. Round your back, pull the belly in, and then roll up slowly. Stretch your arms back behind you, lift your chest. All right, we're gonna move on, but we're gonna come back later to some of these exercises. So for the girls on the ball, I want you to grab a weight. Right now it's gonna be a single weight. For anybody who's not using a ball, you can stay upright, put your hand under your arm, and curl your arm in. We're gonna do a bicep curl, okay? So again, either we're gonna be holding our arm out with one arm, or the stability ball is gonna be holding our arm. So we're gonna lean over it, separate your legs, so you're kind of just hanging out there for a moment, yeah? And you're gonna take one of your weights into your right hand. So again, if you're standing, just put your arm under your tricep. Yep, good. All right, if you need a little help with your arm, you can help it out, excuse me, at the forearm. Let's start with 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna go 1, all the way up. We're doing a single arm for now. 2, 3, 4. Also, if you have a step, an old-fashioned step, 5, long riser, you can stand that up on its end. Or you can go over your chair. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, got 3 more. 3, 2, one more time. 1. Now put that ball down, put that weight down, and Sam, you can stay standing up and hinge at your hips and just do a good morning stretch. So you can either be on your standing or knees and do this, almost like a reverse crunch, but we're extending our spine. If you're on the ball, you can take your toes behind you and extend your spine here, or you can keep your knees down. So let's go for 10 of these. 10, 9, good. So there's always options. 8, 7, 6, good. 5, your head just stays in one position. 4, 3, 2 more times. 2, last one. 1, good. All right, come back for the other arm. So remember, that arm stays glued to your ball. If it needs help with the other hand, help it at the wrist or the forearm. In 3, 2, go. 1, 2, full range of motion as you can. 3, 4, there you go. 5, 6, 7, 8, hi Cosby, Cosby, 9, 10, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time. 1, good, put that weight down. Let's go back to those back extensions. So either you're standing doing like good mornings or you're on your ball. In 3, 2, go. Just 10, 9, 8. Our day is full of a lot of flexion of our trunk, so we're going to extend. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Last one. Good. All right. Come back. We're going to sit down on something or stay standing, of course. Actually, if you don't have a ball on this one, Samantha, go down to the floor. And you're going to take your 2 weights with you for a sit-up, so it'll be a crunch and a bicep curl. As you come up, the arms curl. As you go down, the arms extend. All right, so we're going to do the same thing on the ball or on the floor. 15, both arms together. Try not to move your ball back and forth so much as your torso, all right? you'll see what I mean if you start rocking your heels forward and back. So be conscious of that. If you're on the floor, same thing, just make sure you're using your core and your arms. All right, so let's go to a standing, or start in a seated position, bicep curls are in, and then we're gonna roll down for 1, 2, 3, 4. If I'm going too fast for anybody, go to 15, don't worry about it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, last 5 here. 5, 4, 3, 2, give me one more please. 1, good, put those weights down. Grab water if you need to. We're gonna do one more set of biceps in the form of a hammer curl. So it's hammer time. All right, sitting close to the edge. Pick up your weights. All right, stay nice and stable. Standing or sitting for hammer curls is fine. In 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3. Now if you are on a ball, you might notice your core activating a lot more. 6, 7, right through that center. 8, 9, and it's a little more challenging to sit down. 13, in terms of the weight. 14, 15. Good. All right. Move your weights off to the side. If you'd like to hold on to one single weight, you're welcome to it. We're going back to those lunges. So either you're standing on the floor, or a leg is on a bench, or something, or you're just doing lunges. All right? So starting with your right leg, let's go ahead and take a light to moderate weight in our hands. And keep your right leg on the surface. Right arm holds the weight. All right? So we're gonna reach or lunge, and as we do, we're gonna come down and add a little row here, okay? So the other arm is free of your body. Your leg is on the floor, on a bench, or on a ball. 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2, hinge at that hip. 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, we're gonna go to 10. 8, 9, one more, is 10. Good. All right, switch sides. So the leg that's on the ball is the arm that's holding the weight. And again, you don't have to use a weight, and you don't have to be on a ball to do this. And if you need to hold on, you hold on. All right, remember, more leg on the ball, less challenge, more stability. Let's put it that way. I like that better. All right, in 3, 2, go. 1, I think I lost Michelle. 2, she'll come back. 3, 4, 5, 6, you're back, okay, good. 7, 8, 2 more. 9, one more. 10, good job, good. All right, you'll feel that a little bit in your hammies. So now, let's put the weight down. I want you to practice this. So my girls on the ball are gonna practice. Sam, I want you to go onto the floor and hold a plank. A forearm or a straight arm plank, and I'll tell you when you're done. All right, so for everybody else on the ball, hands on your fingertips on the ball, legs close to you. Get into your plank, Samantha. And everybody else, walk your hands out forward and come forward on the ball. Now, if you're not comfortable doing that, then I want you back on your knees, okay? So you're holding a plank or you're rolling out in 3, 2, 1. Let's go roll out. Don't collapse your body. Again, so try to turn to the side. This is 2. Pull back in with your core. My legs are far apart, or further apart, so I'm stable. 4, keep holding that plank, everybody else. 5, 6, we're only going to 8. 7, pull it out, pull it back in, and 8, good, come all the way back in, up to standing. All right, good job, guys. Those are tricky, yeah? There's a fear factor, there's a core factor, stability, right, all that stuff. I would say the fear is the top 1% or 10% of that. All right, so this is tricky. If you have any wrist issues, then I want you to just go to the floor and do tricep dips. If you don't have wrist issues, you will probably want to be near a wall or some surface behind you so that you can be more stable. If you feel comfortable, you'll break away from the wall a little bit. We're doing dips. All right, we're gonna try for 15. So you could be on the floor, on a bench, on weights, or on the ball. If you're on the ball, I recommend starting at a wall or something behind you and then coming back with it. All right, so lift yourself up and bring your hips down and then push up. Let's go for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, bend those elbows, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's a little scary for some of us, isn't it? Okay. Stretch out your wrists. We're going to do a sitting or standing overhead tricep extension right here, okay? So grab one of your weights. So remember, again, when you're on this unstable surface, a lot of the work seems different than standing or just being in a really stable place. All right, so feel free to come off of it, lighten your weights if you need to. If you want, you can kneel and do the same exercise or stand and do the same exercise. All right, weights up, arms up. 15 triceps. Go 1, 2, good. 3, tuck that tailbone under. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, guys. 1 and done. All right, weights down. Come back behind your ball or get onto the floor for a plank. You can be standing or kneeling. We're going to do those rollouts again. We're going to do those 8 pull-ins, right? So we're going to roll it out for 8 and hold it there, then draw it in and out, and then we'll do it one more set, all right? So if you're in a plank, you have options. You can go up on your hands and down on your forearms, up, up, down, down, or you can hold either position. All right, we'll give a break in between the 8s, so you get a little break. All right, if you're standing up, ball right by your legs, hands in close. Then walk your hands forward and come forward. Don't collapse through your spine. 1, 2. Keep your quadriceps lifted. Keep your pelvic muscles lifted. 4, 5. Remember, we're going to hold down on 8. 6, you could be doing this on your knees again. 7, and everybody 8. Hold it there, pull it in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take a break. Maybe a little down dog stretch on the floor or on the ball. Moving your hips from side to side. And then roll up to standing for a moment. Don't get up off the floor if you're on the floor. Stay there, come up to kneeling. Get your head above your heart for a second. Second set of rollouts. 8, or you're in a plank, or maybe you're up, up, down, down on your forearms. All right, so keeping that ball. My ball is right here. In fact, it's right between my legs, but my hands are right close to my body. In 3, we roll out. 2, 1. Get to your plank if you're in a plank, all the way back and in. 1, 2, keep your hips in line with your spine. 3, trust yourselves. 4, get your tush down, Maria. 5, get your tush down. Keep the weight moving. 7. Yeah, hold out on 8. Hold it there, pulse it in for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, everybody rest in a down dog. Stretch your hips from side to side. All right, roll it back up. Let's come back. Stay on the floor if you're on the floor. Sit on the ball if you're on the ball. We're going to do some chest work. So grab your heavy weights because chest work, big muscles, we can use heavy weights. So if you're on the floor, you have a choice of being with your feet on the floor, legs in the air, bent at the knees 90-90 at the hips and knees, or in a bridge. For my girls on the ball and guys on the ball, you will be in a bridge. So take your heavy weights, load them up to your hips, lay back, and then this is a very bad angle for a camera, so I'm going to turn this way. All right, so I'm going to lay back and have my hips in a bridge, no collapsing through the spine, and then arms up over my chest for a lying chest press. In 3, 2, let's go. 1. So if you're on the ball, you're in a bridge. If you're on the floor, you can be in a bridge. 4, 5, squeeze your glutes, everybody. 7, 8, 9, 10, last 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time. 1, good, roll it back. Sit up if you're on the floor. Stretch your arms behind you, lift your chest up. Good, we've got flies, so you know what flies are. Opening the arms out to the side. Now if you're on a ball, don't let your arms drop all the way back. Just go level with the ball, like if you were on a step, you go level with the step. If you're on the floor, you may or may not touch the floor. Just don't overextend that shoulder. All right, so we're going to be doing our flies. Pick up your weights, heavy again if you can. Roll out so that your back and head are supported and your glutes are off the floor, off the ball or the floor. In 3, 2, go. 1, 2. So you really have to fight a lot of stuff here. Gravity, your core has to work. 5, 6, and then we have this instability, some of us. 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 5, gang. 5, 4. Glutes should be on fire if you're in a bridge. 3, 2. One more time. 1. Bring it all the way back in. Good. All right. Just do a little spinal twist if you need to. You can take 1 weight or 2 for the next exercise, which is a pullover. So the arms come back and over. Now with this pullover, either place, we're going to be doing a crunch. So we're going to add that upper body. So my girls on the ball, my guys on the ball, your head's going to stay off a little bit more. So you're not going to be quite as far out in that bridge position. All right, so I'm going to move myself up just a little bit. Take 1 or 2 weights, lay back, arms up, elbows bent. We're going to pull over and crunch 1. Good, go and crunch 2. Elbows bend, there's no movement at the elbow. 4. My glutes are still firing up. 5. But I have a little bit more weight in my upper body. 7. 8. Maybe it's evenly distributed. 9. 10. 5. 4. So you get a nice stretch and then you crunch it in. 2 more. 1 more. And in. Good. All right. Whew. How are we doing out there today? Good job. All right, the next exercise is a glute bridge. So you're either coming from the floor and lifting your hips up, traditional glute bridging, Or you could put your feet on a chair or something else. Or if you're on the ball, again, I don't want the ball rolling back and forth, so I don't want to see this kind of motion. We're going to sit down on the floor, lay your back on the ball, and from the floor you lift your hips up. So it's like a squat, all right? So it will look something like this, up. Now let me show you the glamour don't. This, all right? This is not where we're going. We're going up, squeeze, and down. Up, squeeze, and down. If you want that weight on your pelvis, pick up a weight. Same thing on the floor. Same exact thing. All right? So drop your seat to the floor. Everybody's going to start from the floor up. In 3, 2, go. 15, 14, 13. I give this to my clients who can't put pressure in their knees from standing. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4 gang, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it back. Woo, all right. So, take a quick little stretch. Do a spinal twist on your back or sitting up, whichever way. I'm going to grab some water, just wet my whistle. Now, we did that chest work on a flat bench, so our hips were in the air in a bridge. So now, if you have access to something that will elevate your upper body, maybe you have a bench or a couple of pillows or something that can lift your upper body up. If not, you're going to repeat the same exercise in the manner that we just did it on the floor. If you're on the ball, we're going to take our weights and we're going to drop our hips a little bit down, just like we just did to start. Back is against it. We're going to do an incline chest press, all right? So I might have to scoot my legs out a little bit here. All right, so I'm not lifting my hips up. My arms are up. So for those of you who are in somewhat of an incline, your arms come down to your collarbones. If you're on a flat bench, you are right over your chest. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you go to the gym sometimes, at least we used to in the old days. 6. And you'd see people on benches, right? They're upright, they're down. 8, 9, 10, last 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, put the weights down for a second. Good. All right, so you're gonna feel this possibly a little bit differently than you did on a flat surface, okay? So if you're on the ball, you're in an incline. Again, the arms are going to come out in the chest wide, and they kind of stay right over the collarbones rather than down over the chest. All right, so pick up your weights, lay back, let your head be supported. 3, 2, 1. If you're on the floor and you're not doing a bridge, make sure your back stays imprinted. So either your knees are bent, feet are on the floor, or in the air. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, last 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, take a little break here. We've got those pullovers. All right, so pullovers, 1 or 2 weights. If you're on the floor and not on a ball, continue to do it with a crunch. Otherwise, we're just going to do a pullover. All right, arms up. In 3, 2, go. 1 and up. 2 and up. 3, pull. 4, pull, keep secure in your center, pelvic muscles lift. 6, 7, 8, 9, just 5 more, please. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time, 1, and done. All right. Woo. All right. So now I need you to push back up one more set of glute bridges wherever you are. So if you want to put the weight on your pelvis, grab that weight. We start on the floor, either way, whatever you're doing, from the floor. Again, we're not, those of you on the ball, we're not rolling the ball back and forth, right? So my knees aren't really extending too much. It's really in my glutes, or my hips are pushing up. All right, there's 3, 2, 1, hips up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, don't let that ball roll. 6, sometimes we want it to. 7, 8, it might move a little bit, but I just don't want you pushing back. 10, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, push it back. Push it back, push it back, way back. All right. Good. All right, now that you're warmed up, how are we doing for time? Now that you're warmed up, let the fun begin. So, there'll be some plank work, there'll be some push-ups, and I'll give you the variations. So, I'm going to start with the people who are not using a ball first. So we're going to do a push-up, traditional push-up. I'm going to keep it this way. So just a traditional push-up, everybody. Hands on the floor, knees on the floor if you want, arms wide into a wide push-up, not a chaturanga or a close-grip push-up. And then we've got, I'll show you on the ball, but for those of you who are not on a ball, downward dog to a knee drop. Hips up, knee drop. That's 1. And then we're just going to do a pike, those of us on a ball. So we're going to come forward in our plank, back up without the knees dropping. So that's just a slightly different variation. For those of you on a ball, know that, again, the more of your body, more body that's on the ball, the more stable you're going to be. And in this position, it's ever so slightly easier. So if you only have your toes on the ball, it's going to be very challenging. If you have more of your shin and even your thigh on the ball, it's going to be a little bit more doable for some, all right? So there's a couple of ways to do this. None of them are all that graceful. But I like to start behind the ball, so go as far back as you can. And again, if you're on the floor, get ready for your push-ups. We're going to walk up over the ball and come out to some degree. All right, I'm just going to stay here for camera's sake. So my arms are wide. If I'm going to push up, my knees are on the floor, or my toes are on the floor and my knees are off. So everybody look forward, get yourself stable on the ball. Let's do push-ups. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. I know we just did chest, so we won't do a ton of them. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. If you're on the ball, just take a short break. Sam, come down into a nice, easy rest, child's pose. While we're here, actually, everybody, if you're on your belly, stay on your belly. If you're on the ball, come to just about your bottom ribs on the ball, feet off the ball. And let's go ahead and just lift the legs in the air. So if you're on the floor, just lift your legs in the air. Lift, 2, 3, back to back extension, 4, 5. So if you're on the floor, I don't expect your legs to get up as high as mine, unless you're a huge Bikram practitioner and you've gotten there. 8, 9, like the locust pose. 10, 5 more. 5, 4, 2, last one. 1, good, a little release. So go back and stretch into child's pose. All right, so for my people on the floor, downward dog and touch your knees to the floor. And then for my people on the ball, walk your hands out, get your knees on the ball, tuck it in, all right? So come in, come out, let's do 15, go. 1, out, 2. Again, I have more of my leg on the ball, but you can have less leg for more challenge. 6, 7, because I want to watch you. 8, good, Amanda. 9, perfect, guys. 10, again, no collapsing. 10, I have too much leg on the ball for right now, but it's okay. 3, 2 more, 2, 1 more. Good, back to walking back. This time our upper body is going to lift. Our lower body is going to stay on the floor. So even if you're on your belly, it's the same thing. If you're on the ball, maybe a little bit wider, hands behind your head. We've done this already. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2. If you need to, you push your feet against a wall or something. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last 5, gang. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time. 1, good. Get a nice child's pose. Our last of this series is that pike. So some of you will stand on the ball with your toes if you feel so inclined. So it's like doing a handstand all the time. For my floor people, downward dog, shifting forward to a plank, hinging back and forth, hinging dogs. All right? So once again, get behind or get really behind that ball and then walk yourself as far forward as you feel comfortable and walk your legs back a little bit if you can. Lift your hips in the air in 3, 2, 1. Up. 2. Now I'm not getting that high because I have a little injury. 4, 5. So I'm going to watch you. 6, 7. Good. 8. Nice. 9. 10. Last 5. 5, 4, 3, 2. I can't get back on. And 1. Okay. So, dealing with an injury. We just modify. Child's pose, everybody. Stretch it all the way out. All right. How are we doing? Here we go. Everybody, we're going to take it to a sideline position. You're almost there. Got a lot of work done. I don't know if you realize it because you're having so much fun, probably. But if you don't have a ball and you're on the floor, dynamic tension in your body, all good, all right? If you don't have a ball, you're going to just lift both legs up off the floor in a sideline position. So you might be here, right? You get a little oblique. You may lay down on your arms. If you have the ball, tricky, but put it in between your 2 legs. I'm going to lay down on the floor for this one. So my head is supported. Take your 2-piece fingers underneath your bottom ribs and make sure that they are lifted. So if you're not using the ball, you're going to have both legs coming off the floor. All right? So I'm on my right side. Left leg is on top in 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can be all the way down on your arm. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the obliques, yeah? All right. Now come up onto your forearm. Everybody can do the same thing, whether you have legs in the ball or not. We're going to lift our bottom hip off the floor in 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, option. Arms up. Not both, just one, the top. 7, 8, 9, 10, last 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now, turn it onto your backs. Whether or not you have a ball, legs in the air, knees bent. Hands behind your head, lift your head and shoulders up. Take a breath in, let your legs and the head come down to the floor, and then crunch back up. Down for 2, crunch up. 3, 4, 5, squeeze that ball. 6, your inner thighs are going to have a lovely conversation with you. 8, 9, and then you'll probably have a lovely conversation with me. 5 more. 5, with some expletives. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, stay on your back. Those of you with a ball, put the ball underneath your legs so your knees are hanging over and your heels are off. If you're not with a ball, just bring your knees into a bent knee position. All right, legs up in the air. Everybody, arms down by your side to brace you, or if you like, sometimes to hold on to something behind you, a weight, or a piece of bed, or a floor, or a chair, whatever. You don't need it. All right, we're just going to gently lift our hips off the floor in a bent knee position and bring our knees towards our chest. In 3, 2, go. 1, 2. So kind of like a reverse curl. 3, 4, belly into spine. 5, 6, 7, good job. You should have your legs on top of that ball, those guys with the ball. 9, so your hamstrings are active. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2 more, 2, last one, and 1. Woo. All right. Stretch your legs out, arms up, just reach in 2 directions. And then we've got one more side to do. So bring yourselves up, come on to the other side. If you're using a ball, you're going to put the ball between your legs. If you're not using a ball, you're going to use a lot of dynamic tension. I don't think I have the space on this side. All right. So lie down on your side, on your arm, or lift it up if you're on the floor. 3, 2, 1. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Both legs are lifting. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right. Come to your forearm, bottom arm. Legs are still holding the ball, or you're on the floor without the ball. Hips come up in 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, option 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, last 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Lay on your back. If you have a chair and you don't have a ball, you can put your feet up on the chair. Good. Bend your knees. Let the legs come all the way out, and take your right ankle above your left knee. So if you don't have a ball or chair or anything like that, figure 4 with your right leg over your left, and then bend your knee. Those of you on the ball, keep your feet on the ball. If not, lift that bottom leg off the ball and just draw your left leg towards your chest and press your right leg away from you. Press and pull at the same time. Keep going for 3, 2, and 1. Switch legs, but stretch it out first in between. Right leg is on straight. Left leg is crossed over the ankle, over the knee, and then draw that right leg in. As you pull the right knee in, push the left knee away. I say nudge. Nudge that left knee away. Keep your tailbone down on the floor. Really deep stretch for your glutes on the left leg. And then release it, both legs out. Stretch the arms up over your head. Reach in two directions. Good. Bring your knees up to your chest. So release your ball and just roll, twist to the side, one leg on top of the other. Nice, easy spine twist. We're going to finish with a sitting position. So either you're on the floor or on a chair. Switch to the other side or on the ball. Good. Come on back up. Have a seat either on your buttocks, on a ball, on a chair. Stretch your arms all the way up over your head. Inhale. Exhale, spinal twist. Left arm outside right thigh, right arm behind you, looking over your shoulder. Keep the right arm down and left arm comes up. We just do a slight little back bend here. Rise up, inhale. Left arm outside, or right arm outside, left thigh, left arm behind you. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Twist a little deeper as you exhale. And then take that back arm up and over, lean. And then join everything back to center. Straighten your legs out in front of you, inhale. Fold over your legs as you exhale. Lengthen your spine, inhale. And exhale, both hands to the right leg, fold over. And then both hands to the left leg, fold over. One hand to each leg, lengthen your spine. Bring yourselves back up to sitting. Bend your knees. Good. And then go ahead and stand up. If you have a ball, feel free to carry it with you. Take it up over your head. Big, big stretch in. Lean to the right side as you exhale. Inhale, lean to the left side as you exhale. All the way back up to center. Everybody fold down. Walk your arms out in front of you. One more cat-cow right here. So your hands are either on your thighs or on the ball. And then roll it all the way back in. If you have the ball, just bring it between your legs as you stretch your arms all the way over your head. And exhale. Give yourselves a great big hand. Guys, you did a great job. You know this is tricky, and whether you had a ball or not, I hope you got your exercise in, your good workout in. For those of you at home, stay fit, stay healthy.